Where next? Crypto Daybook Americas. Your day-ahead look for November 24, 2025. By Omkar Godbole. All times ET unless indicated otherwise. The new week isn't kicking off on the brightest note. Bitcoin BTC $86, 563.14 is already pulling back from its weekend bounce, slipping down to $86,000 from around $88,000. The CoinDesk 20 index, CD20, is also feeling the chill, sliding to 2,758 points from its weekend high of 2,816. BTC's been on a tough 4-week losing streak, marked by institutional capitulation. What's next? Sharp sell-offs like this usually shake investor confidence, which doesn't bounce back overnight. That makes a quick rally back to $100,000 or more by year-end pretty unlikely. You can tell the mood from analysts' comments, which mostly avoid clear directional views. In the short term, a rebound is highly likely, but if we fall again and lose the $80,000 level, the probability of facing a much tougher period becomes significantly higher, CryptoQuant said in a post on X. A bounce cannot be ruled out because a December interest rate cut in the U.S. has returned to the table, with traders now assigning a 75% chance of a reduction after dovish remarks by Federal Reserve officials late last week. These odds could climb if this week's U.S. data, Producer Price Index, retail sales, GDP, and PCE signal cooling inflation and slower growth. For crypto, the macro delta is simple. Easing prints would reduce real yields and likely draw marginal buyers back in. Sticky inflation or hawkish commentary would keep risk asset liquidity constrained. Expect headline-driven volatility around these releases, Timothy Mazur, head of research at BRN, said in an email. That said, here is a quick reminder to those expecting Fed-driven booms like 2020 to 21. The game has changed. As financial strategist Russell Napier said, the post-COVID world is characterized by fiscal dominance/state capitalism, where governments, not central banks, lead the charge to reduce debt-to-GDP ratios. In this new setup, governments leverage control over commercial banks and policy tools to direct liquidity into growth-driving economic activities that inflate away debt. This makes assets that benefit from fiscal spending and store value appeal among the best investments right now. This is a big shift from the pre-COVID Fed dominance era, when new money flowed first to asset managers, sparking rallies in all corners of the financial markets. The classic Cantillon effect I first explained back in 2019. Investors pinning their hopes solely on Fed stimulus for markets might want to rethink their playbook. Stay alert. Read more. For analysis of today's activity in altcoins and derivatives, see Crypto Markets Today. For a more comprehensive list of events this week, see CoinDesk's Crypto Week Ahead. For a more comprehensive list of events this week, see CoinDesk's Crypto Week Ahead. For a more comprehensive list of events this week, see CoinDesk's Crypto Week Ahead. Crypto Treasury Companies. Spot BTC ETFs. Spot ETH ETFs. Source, Farside Investors. Crypto NOV. 24. Monad's public mainnet to start up with native token ON. November. 24. 2 new spot crypto ETFs, Grayscale Dogecoin Trust ETF, GDOG, and Grayscale XRP Trust ETF, GXRP, are expected to go live on NYSE Arca. Macro. Nothing scheduled. Earnings. Estimates based on FactSet data. Nothing scheduled. November 24th. Monad's public mainnet to start up with native token ON. November. 24. 2 new spot crypto ETFs, Grayscale Dogecoin Trust ETF, GDOG, and Grayscale XRP Trust ETF, GXRP, are expected to go live on NYSE Arca. Nothing scheduled. Nothing scheduled. Governance votes and calls. Grass $0.3631 to host token holder call at 1 p.m. on the token's role in its ecosystem and initiatives ahead. Unlocks nil $0.09249 to unlock 4% of its circulating supply worth $10.84 million. Newt $0.1130 to unlock 1.89% of its circulating supply worth $6.25 million. Token launches Monad, MON. To list on Kraken, Gate, Bitrue, and Indoax. Sparkle, SSS. to list on Gate. Grass $0.3631 to host token holder call at 1 p.m. on the token's role in its ecosystem and initiatives ahead. Nil $0.09249 to unlock 4% of its circulating supply worth $10.84 million. Newt $0.1130 to unlock 1.89% of its circulating supply worth $6.25 million. Monad MON to list on Kraken, Gate, Bitrue and Indoax. Sparkle SSS to list on Gate. Nothing scheduled. BTC is up 0.95% from 4 p.m. Eastern Time Friday at $86,003.98. 24 hours. Minus 0.3%. ETH is up 1.14% at $2,799.37. 24 hours. Minus 0.55%. CoinDesk 20 is up 2% at $2,753.16. 24 hours. Plus 0.12%. Ether CSR composite staking rate is down 25 BPS at 2.81%. BTC funding rate is at 0.0034%. 3.7777% annualized on Binance. DXY is little changed at 100.09. Gold futures are down 0.3% at $4. 0.6720. Silver futures are down 0.22% at $49.81. Nikkei 225 closed down 2.4% at 48. 625.88. Hang Seng closed up 1.97% at 25. 716.50. FTSE is unchanged at 9,543.30. Eurostoxx 50 is unchanged at 5. 510.71. DJIA closed on Friday up 1.08% at 46. 245.41. S&P 500 closed up 0.98% at 6. 602.99. Nasdaq Composite closed up 0.88% at 22. 273.08. S&P/TSX Composite closed up 0.85% at 30. 160.65. S&P 40 Latin America closed up 0.24% at 3. 036.63 UDUTS. 10-year Treasury rate is down 1.3 BPS at 4.05%. E-mini S&P 500 futures are up 0.25% at 6. 636.50. E-mini Nasdaq 100 futures are up 0.47% at 24. 419.25. E-mini Dow Jones Industrial Average Index are unchanged at 46,311.00. BTC dominance 59.08%, minus 0.31%. Ether Bitcoin ratio 0.03252, 0.77%. Hash rate 7-day moving average 1039 EH/S hash price. Spot $35.59 total fees. 2.32 BTC/$200. 985 CME futures open interest. 131,785 BTC priced in gold. 21.2 ounce BTC versus gold market cap. 5.77%. The chart shows daily swings in Tether Gold's USDT denominated price. The token XAUT has chalked out a triangular consolidation over the past 5 weeks, marking a pause in the broader bullish trend. The next move depends on the direction in which the triangular consolidation resolves. A bullish breakout would mean resumption of the broader rally, while a downside break would signal a bullish to bearish trend change. Coinbase Global, Coin, closed on Friday at $240.41, plus 0.96%, plus 2.16% at $245.60 in pre-market Circle Internet. CRCL closed at $71.33, plus 6.53%, plus 0.71% at $71.84. Galaxy Digital, GLXY, closed at $23.42, minus 2.37%, plus 2.95% at $24.11. Mara Holdings, Mara, closed at $10.07, minus 1.76%, plus 1.39% at $10.21. Riot Platforms. Riot closed at $12.71, minus 0.67%, plus 2.2% at $12.99. Core Scientific, CORZ, closed at $14.73, minus 2.77%, plus 1.83% at $15. Clean Spark, CLSK, closed at $9.73, minus 2.84%, plus 5.14% at $10.23. CoinShares Valkyrie. Bitcoin Miners ETF, WGMI, closed at $38.04, minus 1.91%. Exodus Movement, EXOD, closed at $14.65, plus 3.03%. Strategy MSTR closed at $170.50, minus 3.74%, minus 5.41% at $167.55, plus 1.07% at $172.32. Semler Scientific, SMLR, closed at $19.03, plus 3.36%. SharpLink Gaming, SBET, closed at $9.52, plus 2.37%, plus 1.58% at $9.67. Upexi Inc., UPXI, closed at $2.52, plus 2.43%, plus 3.17% at $2.60. Light Strategy, LITS, closed at $1.70, plus 0.59%. Daily net flows, $238.40 million. Cumulative net flows, $57.62 billion. Total BTC holdings, 1.31 million. Daily net flows, $55.70 million. Cumulative net flows, $12.65 billion. Total ETH holdings, 6.13 million. Bitcoin mining in China rebounds, defying 2021 ban. Reuters. Miners are quietly exploiting surplus power in China's energy-rich provinces, reviving operations in defiance of official policy as weak enforcement and higher Bitcoin prices create profit incentives. Gold steadies as market weighs chance of another Fed rate cut. Bloomberg Gold has traded sideways since reaching a record $4,380 per ounce on October 20th, though it's still up 55% in 2025. Strategist Ahmad Asiri sees limited movement until Fed policy becomes clearer.